What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. 30 wins, no loss, and no draw. 15 wins by way of knockout. 24 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Finally responds to Olympic silver medalist, two-division world champion, former unified super featherweight WBO WBC world champion, superstar boxer SHAKUR Stevenson. SHAKUR Stevenson is 20 wins, no loss and no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, SHAKUR Stevenson and Devin Haney was in the same place celebrating, okay, in Houston, Texas. Now, Devin Haney was in Houston, Texas to celebrate his victory as he was having a victory party for his highly anticipated defense, undisputed title defense against two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, who is now 17 wins, 3 losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. And Devin Haney won a unanimous decision victory. So that took place May 20th, Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand Garden Arena. So Devin Haney, he was there. He was enjoying himself. And SHAKUR Stevenson, his mentor, his manager, his big brother figure, and Jay Prince, they are from Houston, Texas. So he was with Jay Prince Jr. They were in Houston, Texas, and they too was having a celebration and hanging out. And they happened to be in the same vicinity. And with that said, SHAKUR Stevenson was eyeing down Devin Haney, and then he sent Devin Haney bottles and with a sign that said, "Sign the contract." Okay, this was a few days ago when this took place. It was about 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. It was over the weekend this took place. Okay, and now today, Devin Haney, he finally responds to what took place, and he had this to say, quote, he says, this was clown behavior. He says, Bob, Jay Prince, and I don't know what he's talking about, right? So he stated that they don't know what he's talking about. He stated there is no contract to be signed, and if there was, this would go to a purse bid because SHAKUR Stevenson is Devin Haney's mandatory. So he can activate his mandatory and make himself the fight for Devin Haney next, right? So Devin Haney and SHAKUR Stevenson have history. They've sparred. They grew up together. They came up in the amateurs together. SHAKUR Stevenson went the route of the Olympics. I think Devin Haney missed out, so he didn't go that route. He turned pro. And so they had different roads to getting to the professional rankings. But nonetheless, they are both top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. SHAKUR Stevenson coming off of a dazzling performance in April over Yoshino, where he put on an absolute bludgeoning of Yoshino, dropping him and stopping him in the 6th round, right? They are two of the most highly skilled, talented fighters in all of boxing, okay? SHAKUR Stevenson has the best defense in all of boxing. Devin Haney has arguably the best jab in all of boxing. So with that said, you know, this is a fight that many people are anticipating and want to see. This is a fight that is a high-speed chess match. This is a fight that, you know, the fight fans want to see. But is the boxing world truly, truly ready for a fight like this? Because this is going to be a chess match. That's what this is going to be. It's going to be a boxing match. Pure boxing. This is a fight for pure boxing fans. This is not... It may not entertain you. It may. It just may entertain you. Then again, it may not entertain you. But it's going to entertain the hardcore boxing fans, right? So this fight may not be ready to happen just yet. They're both accomplished. They're both talented. They're both skilled. They're both highly regarded as two of the best fighters in the world, for sure. But is the boxing world, ready to put up big money and support this fight, right? Because again, like I stated, this is a chess match. This is a boxing match. This is pure boxing, okay? This is the sweet science. This is not a slugfest. This is not going to be a knockout fest, and more than likely won't produce a knockdown. It'll produce some clean punching, but it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of jabbing, a lot of pure boxing, right? A lot of defense, a lot of posturing, a lot of feinting. That's what this fight is going to produce. And so because of that, is this a fight that the boxing world is truly ready for right now? Now, obviously, SHAKUR Stevenson, he just recently made his debut against Yoshino in the lightweight division. He wasn't considered one of the four kings simply because he was 2 weight classes below the initial 4 kings, which is DEVIN Haney, now 2 division, former unified lightweight, now WBO, reigning junior welterweight, world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, who is now 19 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. There's also lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia, who is now 23 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. And then the other is 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, undefeated, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is seen to be the cash cow in the face, arguably one of the faces of the sport of boxing. And he has a record of 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, they recently fought April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. So SHAKUR Stevenson was always 2 weight classes below, so he was never considered one of the 4 kings like these fighters. Well, now he has quickly made himself in that conversation, put himself in that conversation, because he moved up from 126 to 130, became a world champion at 130, but he only had 2 fights before he had to vacate his belts because he simply couldn't make 130 pounds no more. So he quickly moved up to 135. So he quickly became in a conversation with the 4 kings of this era. And there's quickly people were already matching him against DEVIN Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez. He moved up to 140 after losing to George Kambosos. And Ryan Garcia has just recently moved up to 140 after losing to Gervonta Tank Davis. And DEVIN Haney, there's talks that he's going to move up to 140 in his next fight because he physically can't make the weight himself either. So with that said, SHAKUR Stevenson is now in that conversation. And so he is quickly and aggressively pursuing Tank Davis, DEVIN Haney, all of these big fights, right? Because he wants to make a name for himself and he wants to be in that conversation, and he deserves to be in that conversation. He would have initially been in that conversation had he been in the same weight class with these fighters. He would have been at the top of the list along with DEVIN Haney and Tank Davis, right? And Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia, I believe, would have been the odd man out, but Ryan Garcia has a huge fan base, a bigger fan base than arguably all of the fighters. So with that said, DEVIN Haney says if SHAKUR Stevenson really wants to fight, then he can make himself the mandatory, activate the clause, and then they'll have a fight. So he says, stop talking about my name, activate the mandatory, and then let's make the fight. From there on, if you're not going to do it, then get off my blank. We know what he's talking about. He's referencing. He's frustrated right now, right? DEVIN Haney is the fighter that just simply never got his just dues, never got his credit. When he was a world champion, he was considered an email champion. When he beat George Kambosos, who beat the man in Teofimo Lopez, he was considered to have beaten the weakest link. When he beat Lomachenko, it was controversy. He just don't get his credit, and his frustration is starting to boil over. So this here is where you can see they was at the same event celebrating, and here's SHAKUR Stevenson looking, staring DEVIN Haney down and sending him the bottles with the message to sign the contract. And as DEVIN Haney said, there is no contract to be signed, point blank and period. So this is heating up. It's getting more and more interesting, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram, Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word.
This is Amanda, the real deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.